It's our Cosmology segment. Thanks to our followers over on Twitch, twitch.tv/smAsho. Thanks to our new and loyal YouTube subscribers. Thanks for tuning into the Daily Space Weather. Check out our playlists as well. We do lots of stuff besides space weather. Also on BitChute, thanks to our subscribers over there. Cheers. Welcome to the Neo Renaissance. Visit our websites, smAshomash.com, smAshomash.org will redirect you. Check out our merch, perhaps. Today's Cosmology segment has got a series of interesting stories, as usual. Supernova remnant G53.41 plus 0.03 investigated in detail. What's up with it? I'll tell you what's up with it. It's got a half shell sort of a structure to it. So it looks like it's emitting in this way, but down here, nothing. So it's a half shell type supernova. What would cause a binary star system to do such a thing? Well, ultimately the answer is we don't know. But I'm just going to scroll the article here in case you'd like to read it. It's on phys.org in the Astronomy and Space section. And this is a multi-telescope project, including the XMM Newton and the LOFAR. Perhaps have a read about that. An interesting supernoval remnant with a half-shell structure. And if you've got theories why, let us know in the comments. Today's random number generated is 26, which coincides with an object over at the Neil Gorell Swift-Bat X-ray Observatory, CF2C. And it is a binary red supergiant catastrophic variable, an interesting star. And here's a paper about it, photometric investigation of the red supergiant catastrophic variable N-type binary, CF2C. And you may find that older papers are very interesting, folks. This one's from 1995. You may want to check this out. And red giant type stars, folks, are extremely variable. They have a tendency to have stellar spots on them and so on. And, well, they're interesting. So perhaps have a read. Here's a view of CF2C. This is on the Spitzer. Here it is on the 2MASS, another infrared spectroscope. And here it is on the XMM Newton. The red supergiant catastrophic variable, CF2C, which is, again, entry number 26 at the Neil Gorell Swift-Bat X-ray Observatory. Follow your favorite objects over there, at least they're X-ray outputs. And there is the historic graph, the last 16 years of variability from CF2C. Here's the 30-day chart of X-ray output from that. And today's astronomy picture of the day is the Necklace Nebula. And I would take this opportunity to show you a very interesting feature. So the main feature of the Necklace Nebula, folks, is the torus. So this is a prime example of a torus. And you can see this is probably in line with the equator of these two stars at the center of this nebula. But what's more important is this and this. Why? Those are the Poloidal Jets. And those areas right there are where the material coming from the jets has slowed down sufficiently to become visible. In other words, in between the center of this and where these jets are condensing, there is high-speed material making its way out to this area and beyond. But it's a great example of the poloidal fields, which would be oriented like this, versus the toroidal fields, which are a net result of the overlap of these two fields. You live in a toroidal field. The sun's poloidal fields are associated with its activity. Anyway, that's today's astronomy picture of the day. You can go find it yourself at apod.nasa.gov. And that's today's cosmology segment. Oh, we've got one more feature. I almost forgot. The Proba 2, the solar orbiter rather, has released some images of coronal mass ejection. So on February 10th, I thought it was February 12th, but in any case, the solar orbiter took some imagery of a coronal mass ejection. Yes, on February 12th. So here is a little tidbit of that. And you can find this article at phys.org in the Astronomy and Space section. I'll just let that play. And you're looking at a composite here. It's the Proba 2 as well as the SOHO. So we regularly look at the LASCO C2 and C3, this is the LASCO C2. And this is the LASCO C3. The coronagraphs that we show regularly on the channel. Studying CMEs. It seems like an appropriate day to talk about it. Cheers. And that's today's cosmology segment. We'll have to say goodbye to Twitch. We'll bring you back for the meteorology and climate segment.